The pharmaceutical industry is undergoing its own technological revolution, driven by remarkable advances coming from China. While artificial intelligence dominates the spotlight of innovation, Chinese biotechnology is rapidly and cost-effectively reshaping the drug development market, and the impact of this shift is already being felt in the U.S. pharmaceutical sector. The major milestone of this movement occurred last year when Summit Therapeutics, backed by billionaire Bob Duggan, announced that its new drug outperformed Merck's Keytruda in a clinical trial for lung cancer treatment. To grasp the significance of this news, it's crucial to understand that Keytruda is one of the world's best-selling drugs, generating around $30 billion annually. What makes this turnaround even more surprising is the origin of the new competitor. Summit licensed this drug from a little-known Chinese company called Akeso just 2 years earlier. This event not only boosted Summit's market value to billions of dollars, but also cemented a new paradigm in the pharmaceutical industry: the rise of Chinese biotech companies. In recent years, China's presence in major global pharmaceutical deals has grown exponentially. In 2020, less than 5% of transactions over $50 million involved Chinese companies. By 2024, this figure had surged to nearly 30%. What does this mean? In less than a decade, many of the drugs sold in the US will likely have been developed in Chinese laboratories. This growth didn't happen by chance. Just as in the technology sector, China advanced from basic manufacturing to becoming a hub of sophisticated innovation. Part of this progress is due to the vast number of Chinese scientists who studied in the U.S. and then returned home to establish biotech centers around cities like Shanghai. Additionally, China provides an extremely favorable environment for drug development: a highly skilled yet more affordable workforce, faster regulatory processes, and dramatically lower clinical trial costs than in the U.S. Even though most Chinese innovations are incremental, improving existing drugs rather than creating groundbreaking new molecules, this is already enough to impact the global industry. For decades, American biotechnology thrived in hubs like Boston, Cambridge, and Silicon Valley, fueled by talent from universities such as MIT and Stanford. However, major pharmaceutical companies are rethinking their strategies. Why spend $10 billion acquiring an American biotech company when a similar drug can be licensed from China for a fraction of the cost? The competition in the obesity drug market is a prime example of this phenomenon. Companies like Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk dominate the sector with injectable treatments such as Wegovy and Zepbound. As giants like Merck and AstraZeneca search for alternatives, both have opted to partner with Chinese biotech firms to develop oral versions of these drugs. Merck signed a $112 million deal with Hansoh Pharma, while AstraZeneca paid $185 million for technology from Echogene. These deals present a great opportunity for major pharmaceutical companies, allowing them to access innovation at a lower cost. However, for American biotech firms and their investors, Chinese competition poses a significant challenge. The market is already feeling the impact. The S&P Biotech ETF has remained nearly stagnant over the past 2 years, while the S&P 500 has risen by 48%. For industry experts, the dilemma is clear. How can companies maintain leadership in innovation while also seeking greater efficiency and speed in drug development? For patients, this new global dynamic could be beneficial. Someone battling cancer, for instance, likely doesn't care about the nationality of the drug but rather its effectiveness. However, for U.S. policymakers, the rise of Chinese biotechnology is a major warning sign. China's advancement in the pharmaceutical industry proves that the race for innovation isn't limited to artificial intelligence or cryptocurrencies. It is profoundly transforming the life sciences sector. Summit's partnership with Akeso did not go unnoticed by Merck. Just months after Summit's announcement, the pharmaceutical giant struck a deal with Lenovo Medicines, another Chinese biotech firm, for an innovative cancer treatment. The message was clear: those seeking innovation must look to China. And by all indications, this is just the beginning of this revolution.